Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're a true Jimin fan, you're going to love today's story because we're diving deep into how Jimin once again took over Paris and completely changed the game for Dior. Before we start, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our updates about Jimin and BTS. And if you're proud of Jimin's global success, drop a purple heart in the comments right now. Alright, let's get into it because what Jimin achieved at Paris Fashion Week isn't just impressive, it's legendary. Paris Fashion Week once again proved one undeniable truth: Jimin of BTS is not just a pop star, he's a global fashion force who continues to reshape how influence is defined in the luxury world. During the latest Men's Fashion Week, all eyes turned toward the Korean superstar as he attended the Dior show. But beyond the flashing cameras and the breathtaking visuals, something much more powerful was happening. Jimin was once again rewriting the rules of digital impact and celebrity influence. According to the latest report by Carla Otto and Lefty, which tracks the world's most influential figures in the fashion industry, Jimin ranked #1 globally among all influencers during Paris Fashion Week. He didn't just represent Dior as its global ambassador, he dominated the entire conversation, creating an astonishing earned media value, or EMV, of $17.1 million. To put that into perspective, EMV is a measure of how much free publicity or earned media a brand receives from posts, mentions, and engagement across social media. The higher the number, the more valuable the exposure is to the brand. So, for Dior, Jimin's presence alone generated over $17 million worth of organic exposure without a single paid advertisement. And here's what makes it even more impressive. That massive number came from just 2 Instagram posts Jimin made during the tracking period in 2023, one of which was the announcement of his partnership as Dior's global brand ambassador. 2 posts and yet, they shook the entire fashion world. Now, fast forward to this year. The situation is slightly different. So far, Jimin has only made one official post related to Dior during the tracking period. This means the potential EMV for 2025 could be lower, not because Jimin's influence has declined, but simply because there are fewer posts being counted. That's where fans' army come in. Every like, comment, and share actually contributes to Jimin's total EMV. In fact, for the purpose of tracking, 1 like on Instagram is estimated to be worth around $1 in EMV. So when millions of fans around the world interact with Jimin's posts, they're not just showing love, they're directly increasing the marketing value of the campaign. This is the true power of fandom. Jimin doesn't need flashy ads or massive promotional events. His global reach, his artistry, and his authenticity create an emotional connection that brands dream of. That connection translates into real economic impact, proving that Jimin is more than a celebrity, he's a phenomenon that bridges culture, music, and fashion in ways few others ever have. For Dior, Jimin has become one of its most valuable ambassadors ever. His elegance, charisma, and artistic presence perfectly align with the brand's vision of modern sophistication. Every time Jimin appears at a Dior event, whether it's in Paris, Seoul, or anywhere else, his impact sends waves across the internet, instantly dominating headlines and social media trends. The Carla Otto x Lefty report highlights this shift clearly. Korean stars, especially Jimin, are no longer just participating in global fashion weeks, they are leading them. The report, titled "Influencers from K-pop to Stranger Things," emphasized how the power of K-pop continues to rise across the luxury industry, setting new records for engagement and visibility. Jimin's influence isn't limited to numbers. His presence at Dior events has become symbolic of a new cultural movement where Asian representation and global artistry blend seamlessly. His fashion choices, often minimalist yet bold, inspire countless fans and even influence upcoming design trends. But the report also serves as a reminder of how important collective engagement is. Since this year's campaign period includes only 1 official post, maintaining high interaction is crucial. That means fans liking, commenting, saving, and sharing all content related to Jimin and Dior can make a measurable difference. Each simple click adds up, amplifying the visibility of both Jimin and Dior's collaboration. Behind these digital metrics lies a deeper story, one about how social media has changed the fashion industry forever. In the past, a campaign's success relied on advertisements or magazine covers. Today, it depends on the genuine connection between artists and their audiences. Jimin embodies that perfectly. His influence doesn't feel manufactured, it feels earned, heartfelt, and real. That authenticity is exactly what brands like Dior value most. So when fans support Jimin online, they're not just boosting numbers, they're participating in a larger narrative. They're proving that a Korean artist can hold the world's attention, redefine the meaning of luxury, and shape how global brands communicate in the modern age. Last year's EMV figure of $17.1 million was groundbreaking, but it's also a challenge, a benchmark for fans and the brand to meet or even surpass. With Jimin's upcoming projects, his continued partnership with Dior, and his consistent global presence, there's no doubt his influence will remain unmatched. As the fashion world evolves, one thing remains clear: when Jimin steps into a room, whether it's a fashion show, a red carpet, or a music stage, he doesn't just attend, he transforms the entire atmosphere. Every glance, every movement, every post becomes a statement that travels across cultures and continents. This is why global media outlets and marketing experts continue to study the Jimin effect. It's a mix of artistry, grace, and sincerity that turns admiration into measurable impact. For Dior, Jimin isn't just an ambassador, he's an entire movement. So, as this year's campaigns unfold, fans are encouraged to keep supporting him online. Every interaction counts. A like, a comment, a repost, it all helps sustain the momentum and keeps Jimin at the top of global influence charts. Together, fans and Jimin have already made history once, and they can do it again. In the end, this story is not just about luxury brands or social media numbers. It's about how one artist's authenticity and passion can inspire millions, bridge worlds, and redefine influence on a global scale. Jimin's partnership with Dior isn't merely a collaboration, it's a cultural milestone, one that continues to prove that true influence comes from connection, not promotion. And as long as Jimin continues to shine, both the fashion world and his fans will be right there with him, making sure that every moment, every like counts. And that's the power of Jimin, an artist who doesn't just wear fashion, but defines it. From his breathtaking presence at Dior's show to the millions of fans supporting him around the world, Jimin continues to prove that real influence comes from authenticity and heart. So, let's keep the momentum going. Every like, every comment, and every share helps boost Jimin's impact and keeps his partnership with Dior shining even brighter. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more updates, and share it with other armies so they can join in the love and support. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep shining, keep loving, and keep supporting Jimin. See you in the next video.